Music history often remembers the stars, but they forget the voices that helped build the sound. This man wasn't chasing fame, he was chasing truth, expression, and a place inside of music. In an era overflowing with talent, some voices burn bright in the background, shaping records, scenes, and moments, even if history didn't give them headlines. This is the story of a singer whose contributions mattered, whose talent was real, and whose legacy deserves to be remembered. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Danny Webster. Now, if you guys love my videos and love supporting me, then I suggest you become a member of the channel where I will be releasing exclusive videos just for you all. Be sure to get that family tier so you won't miss out on these exclusive perks. If you guys would love to connect with me outside of YouTube, then I am officially announcing that I am on Discord. Here, you can provide me with feedback on my recent uploads. You could drop your suggestions for future videos, or if you just want to chat it up about videos or about music in general, or just about anything, we could do it here. We could do it together. I hope to see you there. Before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out any more content, and while you're at it, go ahead and hype this video. Danny Webster was born on January 6, 1959 in Dayton, Ohio. Webster came of age during a time where soul music wasn't just entertainment, it was community. Black music was evolving rapidly, moving from traditional soul into deeper, grittier forms of funk and groove-based expression. Like many singers of his generation, his earliest influence came from church, rhythm and blues, and gospel harmonies, where emotion mattered more than perfection. These foundations shaped Webster's vocal approach, which was expressive, grounded, and honest. He wasn't trying to overpower the music, he was trying to serve it. Danny developed a voice rooted in feeling rather than flash. He learned early that singing wasn't about being the loudest. It was about knowing when to lean in and when to let emotion speak. Those instincts will later become his signature. He attended and graduated from Natty Lee Roth High School, and by the age of 16, alongside his older brother Edward, they discovered their passion for music. Slave emerged in the late 70s as one of the most musically sophisticated funk bands of its era. The band was of course based in Dayton, Ohio, a city that was quietly shaping the future of funk. Slave stood apart from many of his peers. The band was built on musicianship, tight arrangements, and deep groove. And when Danny Webster joined this lineup, his voice added a new dimension. Slave didn't just want hits, they wanted feeling. Danny Webster wasn't just a singer. Danny Webster wasn't just a singer in Slave. He was a tone settler. His vocal approach was smooth, controlled, and emotionally grounded. Where others brought in intensity, Danny brought in balance. His voice knew how to ride the groove without overpowering it. On Slave recordings, his presence helped humanize the music, adding warmth to funk that was already complex. In the band full of instrumental firepower, Danny Webster gave Slave its emotional center. As Slave gained national attention, they became known for hits like Slide, Why Don't You Slide? Just a Touch of Love, and Watching You. While the grooves drove the dance floors, it was the vocals that kept the listeners connected. Danny's contributions helped elevate Slave beyond party records. His delivery brought in maturity, vulnerability, and restraint, qualities that allowed the band's music to age gracefully. Slave wasn't just funk, it was R&B sophistication. Being part of a large funk collective came with challenges, creative differences, shifting leadership, and pressures of touring tested every member. In that environment, not every voice could dominate, but Danny Webster, he never tried to. Instead, he chose to remain focused on the music. His professionalism and consistency made him a reliable presence during the period when many funk bands struggled to stay grounded. Danny Webster's legacy is often understated, not because his contributions were small, it's because his personality wasn't built for self-promotion. He wasn't flashy, he wasn't controversial, and he let the record speak. In an era that rewarded spectacle, Danny represented something quieter: craftsmanship, discipline, and emotional honesty. And sometimes those voices get overlooked. Sadly, on September 10th, 2020, Webster passed away at the age of 61. Today, slave music continues to be sampled, studied, and rediscovered. Their sound lives on in hip-hop, neo-soul, and modern R&B. And Danny Webster's voice remained embodied in their legacy. Every harmony, every restrained vocal moment, every groove needed feeling, and that was Danny Webster. Music history often celebrates the loudest names, but it's built on people who showed up, who stayed consistent, and who honored the craft. Danny Webster represents that truth. He reminds us that not every legend needs headlines. Some legends leave their marks simply by doing the work night after night, record after record. Danny Webster may not be the first name mentioned when people talk about funk or when they talk about slave, but listen closely to his voice. It's still there, in the grooves and in the harmonies, and of course, in the soul of slave. And that's a legacy that's worth remembering. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song by Slave?